Hi, amazing planner people. It's Jess from My Magical Planner, and today I'm going to be doing my weekly spread for the week of September 27th through October 3rd. And I'm going to be using this really amazing kit from OodlemaDoodles. I think that's how you say it. Anyhow, they'll be linked down below, but I really loved this kit, especially for the Hogwarts here, and Hedwig looks amazing. I love that you can kind of switch out this box for the one with the snitch. If you want to see this kit in full detail and me talking about it, I'll go ahead and link my monthly lineup up above for you guys. But I'm super excited to get into this, and we're going to try the voiceover again this week. Let me know at the end of what you guys think, what I can improve on to make it better for you guys. So without any more, let's get into it.
All right, so this is my first challenge spread. I am part of Shawnte Plan's Patreon group, which I can link that down below for you guys. It's like $8 a month, and she does a live planning class once a month where you can ask questions, and she goes over different layering styles and things like that, and I found it really helpful. So this month in her class, she put out a challenge for all of us, and it was really fun. So the criteria was there's like three things that you had to make sure you had. So one was header style date cover deco, which this was my original idea of how to do it. Because I have so little room above, I was like, well, I'll just add these in and it'll give me some constellations up above. I felt like it went with the kit. But later on, I decided that's not enough, and I went in a different direction with that. Besides that, I had to have some decorative elements in my sidebar, and then I had to layer with circle shapes. I really enjoy these type of challenges because it makes you think outside the box, and especially when there's a group of us doing it, which I think there's like maybe 40 people in the Patreon class. So then you get to see what everybody else thought up, and I think it's amazing. So now I'm kind of putting my September script up there in the corner. I really liked adding more of the constellations in there. I thought it really went well with this kit. And here I'm being really indecisive about what I wanted to do next. I did end up pulling in this decorative box from the kit, which is such a beautiful quote. It says, "We do not need magic to transform the world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already," which I thought was really beautiful. And then I just wanted to add a little bit more up in that corner to make it a little bit more magical. So I did pull in that wand. I tried that header underneath, but realized I didn't have enough other things at the time to really feel like I was pulling it in fully. So I do end up changing that in a few. And now I'm just putting down all of my big boxes so that I know where they're going to be, and I can plan out things like how much washi I wanted at the bottom and that kind of thing. I really wanted to use those stickers from Letters to Apollo, but I just couldn't get them to look quite right. So I ended up pulling in that magic book sticker, which I really loved. And then these are from the Giving Girl. So I put bats over by the castle, and then I pull in some spiders in a few different places, and I thought it was really a fun touch. I might end up having to order more of these because they're so cute, and they worked really well. I did try to pull in some golden pumpkins, but I didn't like how that ended up looking, so I do later on go in with an undo, although it might not be on the video, and take those back off. So now I'm just trying to see if there's any additional things I wanted to put in. I did really want to use more of these icons over here, but I couldn't figure out how to use them in a way that wouldn't make them look weird. So I ended up setting them aside. Now I'm putting together my dinner menu for the week. And this one has completely changed as the week has gone on. Usually they stay pretty true. But this week, just because of some things that were kind of out of our control, time has kind of been different, and what has needed to be done has been different. So I ended up switching some things up for some quicker meals. Like tonight, instead of chicken and rice, we're going to do spaghetti. Wednesday is the day I think I did the taco soup. Taco night ended up being hot dog night, and then we had taco night last night. So it's just been a whole
comedy of things. And sometimes that list over there is more a suggestion of foods, and we may make those meals, but not in that order, depending on what ends up going on that day. So keep that in mind. I don't know if that helps you guys with your planning, but that's kind of how I think of it. So it's the meals that I plan on making that week, and they can go in any order. But anyhow, on Monday, I'm putting down a bunch of things. And because I did this plan with me in stages, because, oh my goodness, it was so crazy here this last week. I couldn't even get, an hour to myself. So I end up putting stuff down and then having to stop and come back at least 4 different times. But anyhow, so those things at the top do end up coming back off of the week, just because I ended up getting sick and then I couldn't make those appointments, which is no big deal. It happens. So you might be wondering about the IV thing up there. That is actually a service that I'm paying for because I am so depleted on a bunch of nutritions or a bunch of vitamins that I go ahead and get those every once in a while just to get my vitamin B12 and stuff up. There's all of these vitamins that if you don't have enough of them, it really helps in your functioning. And if you get a surplus of them, just like, if you're taking vitamins over the counter, they kind of flush out through your system and it's not a big deal. So some of the main ones that I get are usually like magnesium and some of the B vitamins, and vitamin C, because my body is just having a harder time processing some of those things right now. Plus, I'm having a harder time getting them in my diet. So I'm hoping between that and the prescriptions from the doctor, which they wrote me a new script for iron. So that should help with my energy as well, because it's been pretty low. I'm still under 10% saturation on my iron, but it is improving. So that's positive. It's just going to take a while. So Ethan did work on Monday. It was his first day, I think, driving himself to work. And it was so amazing to not have to go and pick him up at 10 o'clock. Not my favorite thing. Usually by then I am so tired. And it was just nice he texted me before he left work. And then, I was up when he got home, but I didn't have to be out driving, which was nice. I do end up trying a few different other boxes here. I really loved the candles that I pulled in from a deco sheet. I think that was a Craft by Towie, but I'm not positive. Now, this is when I came back to do a bunch of things, and I decided to put more underneath the headers and go that way decorative with them with these leaves. Now, these leaves are actually some stickers that I just bought at, I think it was Hobby Lobby last year, and I'm cutting them up to make smaller pieces because they were kind of large stickers, and just framing the underside kind of like you're in a forest and you see the bottoms of the trees and then the stars above was my thought process. But I really like the way that this came together. And I also pulled in some of those stickers from that Happy Planner sticker book. And the combination of the two, I was really happy with in the end. So I did maybe go a little overboard and go down the sides as well as the top because I just liked them. This is me going, yeah, I really like those fall stickers better. So let me take these off so that we can adjust how much room I have at the top. And cutting these down was really easy. I just picked random spots to divide the different leaves, and then I could use them in 2 spots, which made them last twice as long. So otherwise, I don't know that I would have had enough leaves to do the whole top of this page, let alone go down the sides. So it was a lot of fun. But these stickers are like literally, I think I paid $1 for them, maybe $2. And they just have worked amazing. This is the second spread I've done with them. And it was so fun to layer in these other little gold leaves that were kind of that matte gold from the Happy Planner. And I loved how it worked. And they had little bits of like branches in with them and everything. So it was the perfect, end of September for me. And here I'm starting to go down the side, which is a whole nother rabbit hole. Do
Do you guys ever do that where you like start using a sticker and you like it so much that you're just like, oh, I'm just going to keep going? Occasionally, I think I go too far. So that big leaf that I put down in the corner, that is actually the size of the majority of the leaves that were on this paper. So they were rather large, which is normally not my thing, but I think cutting them down made them really amazing. And then adding in like some of the acorns and things really made it feel like you were surrounded by, leaves and that kind of thing for me. I was a little concerned about the amount of room I was taking up with them, but I really liked how they look. And then this acorn, I ended up using it on both sides, which was really fun. And then here's a few more leaves. I don't like the way I cut this one. Out of all of the leaves, this one I was like, oh, I kind of messed that one up, but I really needed the color, so I left them in. And all the rest of them I was happy with. Just don't try and cut a leaf into 3 parts, I think is what I learned. It just did not look right and I couldn't fix it. So I went with it. It added color. It's fine. Kind of. And this is me. I think I ran out of the colored ones. So now I'm trying to add in some of those gold ones to kind of fill in those spaces, which overall worked really well. So, and I liked having some of the twigs that I could kind of line up along the edges. Oh, I found one more of the leaves that I'm adding in here and cutting that straight down the middle. So I had that straight line, which was really fun. And yeah, I just really liked how that came together. It did take quite a while though. So I did think about trying to add in the broom at the top as well, but then decided it was too much. Now I'm going to pull in these are some of my Oops Bag stickers and that kind of thing. So I layer in this circle, which I liked a lot better actually than what originally was there, and added a quote from, I think it was Letters to Apollo, that says, you're doing amazing, sweetie. And I really liked that and felt we really needed it this week. And then Dan had band practice on Monday because they have a competition on Wednesday. I didn't end up going walking with my friends just because I was still not feeling well that morning. And so instead I did work on some YouTube things, and I pulled in that Gryffindor scarf because I felt like the colors really went and it kind of added a little something extra there. The Coffee Monster Co. YouTube sticker back there was what she calls Jenny's, which is why I used them as well. Now I'm adding in my weekend script, which this was really pretty. I really like the way that it looked above the castle. Now I wanted to try and layer these circles together, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I ended up scrapping that idea. And then I found these circles and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with them. And then I decided that I really liked the idea of these 2 stickers kind of framing the other sticker and just adding a little bit more oomph to it. And I'm really, really happy with the way that turned out. I think I'm probably going to end up using that in additional spreads if I'm using a kit that has them, because I liked it so much. I then added some more of these little border stickers. I think they were from Sadie Stickers, but I'm not positive. They're just like almost, they're a leaf, I'm pretty sure, but they almost have a feather quality to them. And so I felt like it really helped. And then I pulled in a few stickers from various different Oops kits that I just had like 1 page of them, and I was looking at the colors specifically. And so I felt like the gray one down here with the gold leaves really went. And then I made a smaller box out of those 2 edge pieces and put a skating girl in there for Megan. And then tonight I'm supposed to do gaming night because it's Friday when I'm recording this. Which I'm hoping is still going to happen because me and my son are going to play some games together, which is really fun. So I'm marking on Friday that I need to do a school check-in. I try to do this every Friday where I just sit down with the kids. I schedule time to actually just sit down and see what's going on at school. Do they need help with anything? Do we need any tutors? Did we forget to turn anything in this week? That kind of thing. Just so I know where they're going and we can make course corrections along the way, opposed to getting to the end of the semester and realizing, oh, so and so has like 10 projects that he didn't do. I've learned this, unfortunately, from experience. This did happen to us. So now I try to be a little bit more on top of it with them. And so, especially with multiple kids with ADD, it's just something they need someone to check in with them and be like, hey, did you do this? Did you do that? And make sure that they didn't get distracted. All right, I'm going to catch you guys at the end, and we're going to go look at everything in detail in just a second. All right, here is my completed spread. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. I did feel that the grays and everything in it needed a little bit more color, so I think the leaf addition really added to that, and bringing in some stickers from a few different shops. So let's go ahead and take a closer look, and I'm gonna kind of talk about the week a little bit. So I really thought this was fun to bring in the constellation type stuff, because I have some that I've gotten in oops bags, and I felt that it kind of went with that whole magical universe and fortune telling, and I know that's not what they call it in Harry Potter. I can't remember what they call it. Divinations? Maybe it's divinations. And that kind of thing. So what I did is I went ahead and left this header up here and then just kind of layered on top of it. So I have the September script over here. We have an advanced potion making little book as a sticker. This was a freebie that I got in my Rose and Tea Harry Potter box. It was from a different shop, but I can't remember which one off the top of my head. I think it's a really beautiful quote, and I think the box is really stunning as well. Just really pretty. Then I have my dinners for the week down here. I never got around to even using my weekly tracker this week, which is a little sad. My to-dos, I had my Simply Gilded video, which did go up this week. Monthly dashboard, I'm doing that after this video, along with the plan with me monthly. Record pen videos, yeah, it didn't happen. Plan October videos. I've kind of thought about it in a broad sense, but haven't nailed anything down. That usually happens alongside when I'm doing my monthly planning. Plan October kits. Oh my gosh, it has been so hard to plan out my October kits because I love fall kits. And so evidently I've bought like a million fall kits, and I have all these ones for Halloween, and I can't make up my mind what ones I want to use. So still working on that. And then over here I did, of course, layer all the leaves in, and I used the Crafts by Towie, I think, oops bag sticker that I got that says "You're doing amazing, sweetie," because I felt like we really needed it that day. That's the day that we found out my husband's uncle had died. So, and Ethan had to work that day. Dan had band practice because they had a big performance later in the week. This Walking Friends got canceled because I was stupid and had a hamburger, and so I got sick and couldn't leave the house on Tuesday. So there's that. I did end up working on YouTube stuff, which was nice. Megan did have a lesson at 4, and this dinner ended up moving to the next day, which I didn't put in here. But I did really like the way that this looked down here. And then over on Wednesday, I did have PT. I was supposed to prep my meals. Yeah, that didn't happen. Dan had a band performance, and this was really cool. It was a marching band. They had an exhibition, I think is what it's called, and there were like hundreds, well, probably not hundreds, but there were a lot of bands there. So they performed from 4 until I think about 8 o'clock at night, various different bands. So it was really cool to see, and to see all the different designs that the marching bands make on the field. Like his band made, so they're playing all Beatles songs, and so they made the word Beatles across the field. They also made a guitar. They played Sgt. Pepper, and so they made a heart, and it was really, really cool. So that was probably my highlight of the week, is watching him perform in that and be so happy with all of his classmates and everything.
And then down here I did, so part of the criteria for the challenge that I did this week was that we had to use layering on circles. So I went ahead and it took me a little while to find circles in my stickers because I had this one, but I couldn't find any other ones for a little bit. But then I found these two and I went ahead and layered them over a Instagram little photo there to try and help me to post something on Wednesday, which I think I did post something, but not what I had been planning to. I also had the change sheets on here. And then I just added a little bit to this decorative box by adding one of these foiled leaves in. Megan had her lesson. We were supposed to go on a date. That didn't happen. Maybe this next week. Today's Friday, so I was going to put a payday in here and I forgot. I need to do check-ins with all the kids on schoolwork. I kind of did that a little bit this morning, but I need to go over it a little more in detail when they get home from school. Cleaning will take place tonight. And then I have marked on here gaming night. So I really like playing video games. I don't do it super often because I have so many other things going on. But my oldest's birthday is this next week, and he wants one of the games that I used to play all the time called Diablo. Yeah, I know it's called, never mind. It's one of those, like, just, I'll call it stress relief, where you go around and you beat up monsters and collect things and that kind of stuff. And there's a little bit of a storyline. But I'm going to get it for him tonight because that's what he wants for his birthday. And since I enjoy playing it, and they just did a reboot where they updated the graphics from, what was it, 2000? Something like that. So we're going to play Diablo together tonight. Me and him, while my husband is up dealing with funeral stuff and all of the associated crazy that goes with taking care of somebody after and their stuff after they've passed away unexpectedly. So that's that. Saturday I have planning on here because I really need to buckle down and get caught up because I feel like I'm falling behind just because of the way this week has been. And then I used this beautiful little planner that came with my kit. I adore this little planner. It's so cute. Not the kit that I used. Sorry, it came with the loyalty box that I got from Rose and Tea. And then I tried something outside the box here. So I had these two little corner icons, and I wanted to try layering it with a circle. And so, because the colors went, but I really just wanted this gold edge. So I went ahead and laid those down and then layered the circle on top and put a movie night script on there because I'm not sure if we're going to end up doing movie night on Saturday or Sunday. I need to talk with the kids and see their plans, and then we're going to pick a movie to watch. We just found a new one that we're excited to come out, which is, oh gosh, I can't remember what it's called, but it was this robot one. It's a cartoon. It's super cute. Anyhow. And then we have our weekend script. Laundry is kind of over both days because with everything else that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to catch up on laundry. And so I need to catch up, and it will probably take me both days to just get everything cycled through. I had planned on this being a little bit of a lazy day. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure. It depends on what needs to be done, essentially. So all right, that's all I have for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed this plan with me. It was a lot of fun to do, and I can't wait to try more challenges of this nature in the future. If you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button over there for more planning videos. Until next time, I'll see you guys real soon. Bye.